so much.
We are now joined by the Southern Conference champions, the Samford Bulldogs. We have with us head coach Matt Wise, along with student athletes Kaylee Yarbrough, Francie Morris, and Sierra Godbolt. Again, we'll have an opening statement from Coach. If you do have a question, raise your hand. Once you get the mic, give your name and your immediate entity before asking your question. With that, Coach, the floor is yours.
Last couple of days we've been up here talking, and I usually have a whole lot to say. And right now, I'm a little lost for words. What an unbelievable job by this group of players and our staff. I said this in the TV interview. I think going through the non-conference non-conference schedule that we did with the 23rd hardest in the country, then starting in conference play 1 and 6, and not giving in when that had us up against the wall, I think prepared us for this moment. So that when they had their biggest run of the game in the fourth quarter with the 9-0 run, it was unbelievable how unfazed the players were. They were so bought in on the process. They were so bought in on living one possession at a time, taking it one possession at a time, trying to win one possession at a time. And, you know, pretty scary down the stretch. But, I mean, golly. And for this group, for the third game in 4 days, when it's really, really hard to fight for a win versus a really good defensive team, to go 53% from the field, 59% from three, 92% from the free throw line. Whoo! Unbelievable job by the players. And I'm so thrilled. I'm so proud. This team was so much fun to coach. And we get to go back to practice.
With that, questions, Gene in the back.
Gene Henley, Chattanooga Times Free Press. Matt, you look up, you've got a mostly young group, and 3 minutes to the game, you're down 14-3. What are you thinking at this point?
I thought with the young group, and I thought based on the fact that they had lost in this game a year ago, I thought they would come out very mentally and emotionally prepared to handle the moment, which they did. They came out shooting lights out, completely ready, and credit to their staff and their players because they've been there, done that. So I thought that was a possibility. We as a staff thought that was a possibility going in. So when it happened, you know, you don't like rise to what you hope and dream, you follow to what you prepare for. And so we were fully prepared for that. And so in the timeout, we talked about a little bit of adjustments. Like I thought where it showed being a little tight in the moment was defensively, we were playing one job at a time and playing our matchup, and that's not how we play. We fly around, we rotate for each other, we stump for each other, we switch for each other, and it's based off of a team defense. And we were playing too individually defensively, and that's all I had to tell them was just that adjustment, and it was like a 9-day different team. And then we got the pace going. We got it going the way that we wanted it to go. And once it started going up and down, I liked our chances.
Second round.
Grant Gardner, Samford Scoop. Coach, I just want to talk about, you've got 2 of your 3 freshmen here and 1 senior here. Just talk about going through the season, building your freshmen and this group coming together to get this done.
Yeah, it's a unique roster, right? We have 7 combined freshmen and redshirt freshmen and 4 seniors and not a whole lot in between. So it's a unique dynamic. But obviously we lost Jada in the course of the season, and like wish we could have had her out there with us. But the other 3 seniors really, I thought, stepped up to the moment. As for the freshmen, it was just a matter of progression. It was a matter of them getting better and better through the course of the season, which they did. They put in the work. They put in the extra time with our coaches. I mean, how many extra film sessions, mental skills training, like extra time in the gym. They worked their tails off. And so it's just a matter of time for it showing itself. That's why I told them, it might not even show itself this year, but it's gonna show itself at some point. And so to have freshmen rise to the moment and seniors rise to the moment, like you know, there's an Eric Thomas line, you gotta be ready for the opportunity of a lifetime and the lifetime of the opportunity, and they were.
Third row.
Stephen Graver, Sports Media. Coach, could you kind of take us through what you were expecting on that last possession there coming out of the timeout after the turnover, and how you responded?
What we draw? We were having success getting downhill. We were trying to orchestrate a chance to get downhill. They defended it well, and we didn't get it where we wanted it in terms of for the last shot or on that last possession. And what I was so proud of was they didn't panic. Like, they didn't freak out. Now, as Ford took that last three in the corner, I was very panicked and freaking out. But it was also, you know, she's a phenomenal driver and a phenomenal rebounder, and we were prepared to play the percentages on that. So it was just another example of resiliency by this group. Don't run the play exactly how we want it. Don't get the shot that we want. Have the turnover and no panic at all. So it was a cool moment.
More question in the back? Yeah.
Justin Mathis, Daily Joseph Hoop. Coach, the TV broadcast captured you standing right there near the bench as the confetti was falling. You were just standing there. How would you describe those emotions that were racing through as the moment was unfolding there in celebration?
Some famous athlete or coach or somebody said I didn't get this far in my dreams. That's how I felt. I felt just amazed. Amazed because, like, at some point in this press conference, I was going to tell you all this. Seems like as good a time as any. Is yesterday, we knew they needed to rest, right? We had played 2 grueling games back to back. And so we were going to not go to a gym yesterday for a workout or a practice. We were going to walk through in the conference room where we had a tape floor, our coverages, and we did. And the players said, no, we want to go to a gym and shoot. So we said, okay, we have access to a gym, we'll get you to a gym and we'll get some shots up on our way to the men's game that we went to watch last night. And they said, no, you don't understand, we don't want to just shoot, we want to work out. And, ooh, that one got me. It was about as proud of a moment as I've had, maybe equally as proud as watching the confetti drop, because we talk so many times on our Friday practices between games about we don't take days off. We don't take things lightly. We continue to work, and this is our culture. And you know, it's what all coaches talk about. But this group bought in, and they said, like, no, we don't take a day off. We want work. And that was probably the first moment where I thought, okay, we could get this done tomorrow. Because they believed it. Because they bought into it. And so sitting there watching the confetti drop, I was just thinking about this group, how far they've come, and how they own the moment. I mean, it's just special. Owning the moment like that. For a senior when the sand's running out of the hourglass, owning the moment as freshmen when you haven't been there before, it's just special.
G.
Sierra, you never had a winning record in your 4 years of college, but you're going to finish your career in the NCAA tournament. So along those lines, like to have the faith in like the recruiting, the coaching change, all of that, what was that process like, and how special is it to know that you're going to be in the NCAA tournament?
Yes, it was very special. You know, Coach Matt and Coach Carly got me out of transfer portal. I played Samford at my previous school at UCF. And when I got here, I didn't have much confidence. I didn't believe in myself a lot, but they built me up. They got me where I am today, and I'm so appreciative of Coach Matt. You know, it's been hard times with me, and I'm so appreciative of the coaching staff and the players.
Second row, and then third.
Greg Gardner, Samford Scoop. Francie and Kaylee, from both of you. You both signed under a different head coach. I know Coach Wise was on that same staff, but you both stuck with the process, stuck with Coach Wise. What's it like getting to this moment after that, going through this year?
I would say it's unreal. Like, this experience has been incredible, and Coach Matt has done, like, what's he saying, such a great job of just encouraging us and coaching us, and we wouldn't be the players we are today without him and our coaching staff. And this moment is unreal, and I'm just so thankful.
When I found out that Coach Matt got the job, like I had no worry at all. Like I believed, like in like every step of the way. Like I was like, okay, like let's go. So I'm just so thankful for this group of girls and this coaching staff because they've like gave us so much, and I'm just really blessed.
Third row. Sierra, as a senior, do you have any advice for Kaylee and Francie?
Keep working, keep grinding, believe in yourself, believe in the coaches, stay bought in. They were bought in from the beginning. I'm so proud of them, and they deserve this moment just as much as I do. So we love them, I love them, and keep working.
Maybe time for one more, Gene.
Matt, first year coaching, you're going to be in the NCAA tournament. Like, what's this journey and what's this road been like for you?
I was talking to my mom this morning, and I'm sure they talked about it on the TV. She told me, your team's been preparing for this moment all year. You've been preparing for this moment since you were 3. And so the truth is, I can't believe it happened as quick as it did. I think my first thought is it doesn't happen without an unbelievable staff. And it doesn't happen without talented players. And I think that our staff, like the amount of comments I got from people publicly about our staff is the most fun staff to watch on the sidelines because they go crazy. And our players go crazy for each other. And the love that we play with and show together, like the fact that we get to show the world that in the NCAA tournament, man, you can't put a price on that.
That sounds like a good one to end on. Coach, congratulations to you and your players, and good luck.
Thank you.
We need to go potty.